Welcome back in to another One Piece discussion. We are here to talk One Piece, chapter 1188. No need to really skip to anything else besides page one. I
And
mean, the color spread is cool and all, but what happens in the actual chapter is way more
fuck everything.
important.
Fuck everything. We know what goes on.
For
We
real.
need to get right into it, honestly. Like he gets stabbed.
Yeah.
He gets stabbed by a sword that draws life out of things. So really what's gonna happen after this chapter is it gonna be like crocodile some
Yeah.
shit? Like is he gonna suck the life out of him?
That's what
Like what
I could see. I've also seen people, I mean, this would be fucking crazy, but saying that it could take his devil fruit powers away.
I damn, yeah, I didn't even think about that. But honestly, like what I was honestly holding out for, but it doesn't look like it, is that it's a clone.
That's
Like he
yeah,
somehow made a clone out of the clouds because I mean moments before we see him turn into a genie. I mean also that's upscale to Luffy. That proves that he can literally turn into anything that he wants that he thinks of.
yeah, yeah. No,
But I just don't know. I He's only seen one person do a clone, and it's been a Logia, but
yeah.
he thinks he's a Paramecia.
We'll back it up because there's some shit. This whole chapter is pretty much a banger, but just so we don't miss anything. Um,
Honestly,
Beginning of the chapter, what I did not expect, we get a little
Joy
flashback from the
Boy
Void Century, a little transponder snail call between the two boys. And Joy Boy looking like Luffy.
looking exactly like I didn't even see this because it doesn't because I didn't see that on my phone. I didn't see that it looks that there's Luffy. It's just on my phone. It's like black right there.
Yeah.
So I didn't see that
Um,
until just now.
I saw like an AI picture, like right after I read the chapter when I got on Twitter, and it like showed like the hair on it, and I was
Yeah.
like, no, we did not see the hair, and I like had to go back and look. I was like, yeah, no, we only saw the smile. You guys just be
Like
editing anything.
in honestly, just from that, we can obviously tell that whole theory about Luffy going back in time and shit is obviously disproven because you cannot see his little slit on
Yeah,
his left cheek.
yeah. Um,
Or it might be in a different spot than I think, but it should be literally right there.
it could be just above, but like, I don't know. I feel like he
I
would
mean,
have
if you
just kept that
go
whole thing silhouetted.
I mean, like if you go ahead a little bit where you do see it, or go back, it is in that spot. It's literally right below the eye in the thing. It looks like just right above that little sunspot. It looks like his eye is about to start.
Yeah, it goes like all the way almost down to his mouth, so there would be
Yeah,
like at least like a little bit of a line or something if it
something to be
was.
shown.
But it's a cool theory for sure.
Yeah,
And then the other thing that like had me geeked after this chapter was the emu doing the Snake Man like arm bend.
and that
That's some Snake
you
Man
know
shit.
that what's making me more believe
Hmm.
these motherfuckers were friends. Joy
Yeah,
Boy and Emu had to be friends.
copying his
Friends
fighting
or at
style.
least frenemies, like Roger and Whitebeard type of
Yeah,
friendship. I honestly see that because where he says, "Indeed, Joy Boy is long dead," and then later on when he like stabs him, he says Joy Boy was not this weak. So he's kind of giving Joy Boy like a praise that he was stronger, way stronger than this.
I'm so hyped we got that line because that's pretty much the you might look like him, but you're not.
Yeah,
You're not Joy Boy. There's
but
levels to this shit.
but also, it also seems like his arm turns into like the fire stuff.
Yeah, At first I thought like it was actually his arm bending, but then like the closer I looked, it's just like the flames. But I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel like that's changing the properties of his arm almost.
because I mean, if you look at it, where his hand should be, or where the rest of his arm should be, like where it starts, it looks like it's bending from like right here.
Yeah,
Now where like his actual elbow is. Because also,
yeah.
who punches someone like this? Like,
True. And then what else? Oh yeah, I was back to like them being Joy Boy and Emu being frenemies. You could also tell like this whole fight, it seems like he already knows how to fight Joy Boy. Like just don't let
yeah,
him get close. Hit him with a bunch of range shit and like just keep him at bay.
yep.
I know he wants to go hand to hand.
And he's going to be constantly moving his body, so you have to adapt your own body to be attacking him.
Yeah,
Because also, like, you can kind of see, like, Luffy's not really getting infected by anything, and that's a big thing. This is the first time that we see Luffy actually get injured in Gear 5.
yeah.
So
That's
that's
like
what's
not like a
also what I'm
joke.
thinking. Yeah, exactly. It's not like a joke. It's like this is dead serious. So I'm
Yeah,
I'm thinking hopefully because he's in Gear 5 still and he just entered it, not like he's close to the end, that he can probably think that it just like went perfectly through him or something.
yeah. I've been seeing a lot of copium like on how they could get out of this.
Yeah.
I just don't know. Like I feel like
I
that's just
just
gonna
don't
be a
know. That's just
blatant kebab. Like that's it.
yeah. Because like I feel like him covered in all this soot might be a little foreshadowing to what he actually might look like when he's like in the so-called Gear 6
Yeah,
or like the Gear 5.5.
because when he got hit by the Kaido's blast breath, like and had this, he just like fucking spun around and shook it off. But this one
Yeah,
kept that shit on.
that's what I'm saying. Like he went from all the way to the ground back up.
And the other interesting thing, when he punches away like all the fireballs, he does a jet gatling, and that's supposed to be a
Yeah,
gear two. It should be a Dawn gatling, right? Because he's in gear five. So he's using gear two in gear five.
that's true. I didn't see that. Most of the thing that he's been doing has been Gum Gum. Because when he turns into the genie, he goes Gum Gum Genie.
Dude, that shit had me so hyped because that pretty much, like you were saying earlier, just confirms that he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Like when I first saw it, I was like, "Who the fuck is this?" Like I didn't even recognize him at first until like I started looking at the features.
Yep. Like, and also I like how we also kind of see where it kind of looks like he's on. I don't know which page this is, where with the same page with the Jet Gatling, where he's running with his legs. It looks like the flames are getting kicked back because of it.
Oh yeah, I
Like
didn't notice that
not
either.
getting put out, but like look like they're moving because of him.
Yeah. Yeah, is that like a Gear 2 thing? Is that the Gear 2 Steam? Or is that,
No, I'm thinking that's
that
a
kind of
Gear
looks like,
5 thing.
it does kind of look more like fire. Huh.
But I'm thinking like there's like different levels to it. Maybe he didn't do a Dawn Gatling because it wasn't like actual like it didn't require that much
Yeah. I
to
just found it
destroy
interesting that,
because it's like Mihawk said, you would not bring a cannon to kill a rabbit.
yeah.
Like
I just wonder how much faster that is.
honestly.
And then we got big
And
man Jinbei stepping
oh
in.
yeah.
Did not expect
I
that.
yo I thought honestly Ragnar was about to like do some shit for a second. And I see Jinbei just coming on in, being the GOAT like always.
Yup.
I feel like he has minimal time on screen, but he has saved someone every single time he's been on screen.
Yeah, I think Oda doesn't want to like overuse him. He's like it's very situational. Like when we need Jinbei will do something, but I can't have him do
Yep.
too much.
But also, kind of crazy that also Jinbei perfectly deflects those fire things,
Yeah,
and before Loki couldn't. So is this like? I mean, maybe because his whole thing is water,
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's just like the
but
perfect counter.
then I don't know because I was gonna say Loki has ice, but fire is supposed to melt ice. So I
Yeah,
don't know.
I think it's just also we're seeing a already weakened Loki, and so he's probably not
Yeah,
operating anywhere
and
close
then
to 100.
also this is what I'm also hoping leading to a Gear 5 chopper
Awakening.
or awakening chopper.
Yeah,
Like because he will come over here because he got washed down from the thing, what we were saying earlier, that he got washed down from the palace when the rain gods show up.
yeah,
So he probably got washed down when all that shit happened because he's a devil fruit and water's their direct counter. And so he could have been washed down. He could have came down here and he could like go see Loki and Luffy both hella fucked up.
yeah,
And then maybe like Emu is gonna get more desperate and go after Robin or something.
yeah. I think a few more people got to go down before. Well, like it's really got to be like Dunzo.
Yeah.
If we see next chapter that like Luffy's actually like this isn't the clone or like the future sight, I've seen that too, where people are like, "Oh, we're seeing Luffy's future sight." I'm like, yeah,
That would be
uh,
crazy.
it would be crazy. Like, I don't know, man.
I didn't even think about that. Wait, hold on. I didn't even think about that.
I really want him to have gotten kebabbed right there. Honestly, I'm good with that.
I mean, they might be right. Because on like, the page right before he gets stabbed, when he's running in the air, you kind of see that same indication that you always see with the future sight, like kind of above his head.
It's not as like prominent as the one earlier though.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of making it more obvious throughout the fights where it's like the eyes and then the lines and shit.
I think it's much needed. It's
It
the
might be
Kopians
just
go crazy,
because
but sometimes he needs to lose.
he's to lose because like they need to realize that they need to get stronger, and they like it took all of them just to face off against all the other holy knights and shit.
Yeah, no,
So
this is Emu's about to fucking talk the most shit when he gets back to Marijwa and be like, "I just did what you five couldn't do in about an hour. Like, I just completely wiped him out. What do
and
I
I'm
even
not
need
gonna
y'all for?"
lie, he's probably gonna demote a bunch of them except for Garling, just because
Yeah,
he just became one.
but another thing I think we could potentially see is a good old Monkey D Dragon pull up. What better time than
Because
when your son is skewered?
honestly, and also what I found, what was crazy is that his fire things can be weapons.
Yeah, got how he like
So
completely
it's
changes his
yeah, so
shit.
it's like what I said, where it could his shit could be like what he wants. That's what it's gonna be.
You know, I'm low-key thinking is it's probably a portal like to the abyss that they transfer through, and so it's like
I
a
mean,
pocket dimension
yeah, true,
almost.
because it is the same eyes that you'd see on the shit.
Like I'm thinking he can store whatever he wants in there, and it's just
And also, would his future sight be better because of all those eyes? Because all those eyes look like his eyes.
probably. I mean, he blocked Luffy's fucking genie punch with an open palm. Like
That is true.
this is nothing. While he was mid thought
And
too.
then and then also he what I found crazy, this might be like a anime thing or might be like a we had to imagine ourselves that after that punch, like there's fire things on his beard. So can he
Yeah,
just want them to be there, or did he like just throw them on there during that exchange?
I'm thinking it. Well, like we see him do the hand sign, so I'm thinking they like it's an Amaterasu type thing where like
Uh,
once it makes contact, because it is
yeah,
kind of like an
wherever
eye that
he
he's
looks.
making.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it could be like that. But
I think
that's
that symbol might mean something in the future, like something to his devil fruit,
I swear
like
it's
that he
like
does every single time he does this.
yeah, it's like I swear very similar to one of the tattoos on his hand as well. Like the ones on the back of his hands also are like eyes.
Mm,
If I can find a panel where I don't think it's in this one.
I can kind of see where he's when he's stabbing Luffy.
Yeah, it was definitely more prominent. Like when he first pulled up, but
Yeah.
I think because
God,
Oda
why does it
was
sound like there's
focusing.
some mucus in my throat? God damn. Continue.
um, but yeah, I think
Some,
Oda was just really focused on the details of those earlier chapters, and now it's kind of more ambiguous,
yeah.
but he's still looking
But
sick. I think that last panel of Luffy getting stabbed is his best panel since like the Luffy versus the Five Elders.
yeah, because like, hold on, I have it in my notes somewhere. Oh, that. I still believe that Emu is the counter opposite of Luffy or of his fruit.
Yeah,
Because I mean, everything that we've seen is literally everything that we have seen from Luffy. Like, same thing with his cloud is his eye shit. Same thing with he's been able to grab anything from that cloud shit. Luffy has been also been able to do. Like, so maybe Luffy, hopefully he keeps his devil fruit. I hope that theory is not true. I hope it's just like some crocodile shit where he does it, thinks he's dead, and then releases it, but he's still in like gear 5, so he imagines himself back to life or whatever, but still hella injured.
yeah,
Like the most he can do was just like bring himself back, not to like that corpse or whatever. Because also, what I was also thinking is that remember when Gunko and Shamrock first pull up
hmm
and Gunko does that arrow to that giant and it sucks all the life out of him. Same
Um,
shit with his sword.
I think it just like squeezed him. I think like after we found out it was like
Did
the
it?
arrow fruit, it only like it like suffocated him. But like initial speculation before we knew what her fruit was that like she sucked the life out of him. Pause.
When did they pull up? Do you remember?
11:37, 11:35, somewhere around there. 35 to 37 range.
37 is when they pull up to Loki.
Or maybe 34. About 11:35 is when she actually makes a move.
Is it?
Yeah, it's 1135, page 13.
Uh,
I'm pretty sure she's like cutting off the circulation from his limbs.
oh, never mind.
But yeah, I definitely think this is gonna knock him out of Gear 5. I mean, it's literally the sword of fucking nothingness, so it's gonna take away something. I don't think it'll be his whole devil fruit. That would be insane.
That would. I feel like that would. I feel like it's gonna take away like an emotion or something.
But I definitely think they're fucked. Like, somebody's got to pull up. There's no way.
So someone has to. I feel the dragon agenda. He's been goddamn a fraud. He's starting to be called a fraud now. Like he has to pull up.
Oh,
Emu is now here. The goddamn god of the valley, the king of the world is here. How are you not pulling up?
for real?
You should be full speed, like full speed. If you are a dragon, goddamn, going up to the stratosphere and then diving, going up to the stratosphere, diving, like you're going as fast as you can, like
The other motherfucker, Shanks, bro. This is your territory, homie.
for real.
You're gonna go
And
slide on Barto because he burned a flag, but Emu's over here just on a fucking slaughter. And you're like,
for
it's all
real,
good.
like I didn't even think about that. What is Shanks gonna do once he finds out?
He's gonna be pissed. Is what he's gonna do. Fucking slide on the world government at that point.
Because if they do steal the kids and they do have to get stronger and then go to Marie Joie, Shanks is gonna be there. They're gonna
Yeah.
have allies with Shanks.
I still think it's too early
And
for them to meet, but Shanks has got to
and
do
then
something about this.
imagine that Blackbeard pulls up literally the same time that they are, and then Blackbeard and Shanks have to go at it. And then as Luffy's like barely beating him, he sees off to the side that Shanks loses somehow.
I'm saying, set up. It's either
Oh,
that or the thinking the Shanks versus Shamrock fight, and then once Shanks barely wins, in comes fucking Mr. Offscreen,
yeah.
Offscreen King to fucking finish it off. Like you said, fucking Luffy's gonna
Ox.
look over and see that shit. And
Yeah.
then maybe we get fucking Gear 6. It ain't here, but fucking
It ain't I'm not seeing it here. I'm hoping we see Awakening somewhere here
yeah.
for one of the crew members.
It's a Usopp Chopper
Mainly
setup right
mainly Chopper. Please Chopper. It's my boy. Literally
here.
got a whole ass shelf up there for my boy. Like, come on.
Yeah, I don't. I'm so hyped to see what's the next page. I think, like you said, it could be we cut away. Like we might go somewhere else around the world,
We honestly might go somewhere else around the world. Like
bro.
we might go back to Law, back in the sea. We
Yeah,
could go to like Dragon on his way, but he might show up after Emu left.
I would be so hyped if we like the first page was like fucking dragon of the next chapter.
Bro, we just see him just fucking just stand off in the distance.
For real. I'm telling you, if we get like the setup, like or even better, fucking next panel or like next chapter, Dragon pulls up, and then after that, we get the flashback of like how they knew to pull up.
Yeah.
Because I want it to be like a fucking epic
They have to
panel.
have spies. Cuz I mean they have a giant on their shit.
Yeah.
Like
It's like everybody knows where Luffy's going as well. Like once you get off Egghead,
yeah.
there's only a couple places you could go next. So process of elimination, and also Shanks knew that Luffy was coming to Elbaph. He literally
Yeah.
told Colin, remember the name Straw Hat Luffy.
He literally told everyone, remember this name.
For real.
Like, he obviously, even Shanks knew. Like, it's not that hard.
That's
I
why
feel like, if anything, Dragon might have been on the move as soon as he heard the elders were on play.
yeah.
Because that's the only thing I'm thinking is that the One Piece world is so big that it does take a while to get to place. And the only like real thing to like get to place fast is the calm belt, but that's like nowhere close to here.
Yeah. That's why I think it would be like a solo. Bro,
That's what I'm
fucking.
saying. If he's a dragon, because we see him pull up solo in Locktown.
It's that or the win-win fruit, bro. Because imagine this, like he could travel through the air pretty much,
But
and
I
then
feel,
just pull
but
up.
if Emu's whole thing is fire, that's just gonna make Emu stronger.
I feel like,
I feel like it
Dragon's
might be the
got it.
storm. I
Yeah,
feel like it might be the storm fruit.
but that'd be so sick. Like you just hear like a brush of the wind, and then the next panel, fucking Dragon's just like holding fucking Emu's blade or some shit.
Imagine fucking the return of Eneru.
I
Right
heard there
here.
was a god here.
I heard a god has
Yeah,
returned
I saw
here.
lightning. Who's fucking throwing down lightning
Because
and calling
imagine,
themselves God?
imagine, because there is technically two gods here. So
Yeah,
he would probably show up and be like, "Yo, who's touching my shit? Like,
that
who
would be
touching my
sick.
domain?"
Fucking, he does like the same shit he did to what was his name? Kagura in the fucking red haired dude in Skypiea. Or no, it wasn't the
Oh,
red haired dude. It was the his descendant, Kagura, the fucking bald one with like the strip.
oh
When he
yeah,
tried to like stab him, and then Eneru was on his fucking staff just sitting there. He does that shit to
yep.
fucking Emu, just sitting on his fucking sword.
Imagine like he just pulls up. He's like, "Is this the same guy that I fought earlier
Real.
2 years ago?"
You know, especially like if Luffy got knocked out of Gear 5 here and like he went back to
Yeah,
base, he was like, what the fuck? This is the same guy?
but that I'm not gonna lie. That's like probably the
That's the
furthest
last thing
ball.
that's happening.
That's the last thing that's happening. But imagine if I called that shit.
Yeah, that would be funny. It was also, I said in the review, I was like, hey man, maybe like Kid shows up, you know? It's a damn
I
bug.
mean, I was also thinking when he first pulled this out. I'm not gonna lie. First thing I thought was Zoro's next sword.
That would be insane.
But I don't know which one it's gonna replace. Maybe the
That's the
Logtown
problem.
one.
Yeah, that's the problem with Zoro at this point. Like, which sword is he giving up? I don't think he can give that one up either because he had the clash with Nosjuro and Egghead where it had like they both caught on fire and that was the whole plot point. So I don't think he can lose any sword. They're all too important.
It's true.
He ain't losing Enma. He ain't losing Wado.
I mean,
Now
he might
Katetsu's hella
also.
important.
You know what? I also might see. I
Hmm.
see he also might carry multiple, but like carry put more out in what situation he's in.
Yeah, or have like a separate set.
Like or he just has one on the back. Like that one is he just has it on his back in desperate situation. He just pulls it out.
Yeah.
Like it's like some shit where it actually draws some life out of him or something when drawn or whatever.
I mean, if it's the same Maki shit, that shit literally translates to Demon Aura, and that's
Yep.
fucking Zoro's shit. So imagine he could use this. He could use the Black Flames. It'd be
That's what I'm
fucking
saying.
absurd.
I kind of see. That's also what I'm saying. We haven't seen anything from any other of the crew members, so we don't know if they're getting cooked up, if they're winning their fights. I'm assuming they're getting cooked up.
I love how nobody reacted also to Luffy turning into a genie.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Teammates just like, hey, Luffy, you want me to protect this guy?
for real, no one's like, "Yo, Luffy, what
Yeah.
is this?
Hey, you're a whole different guy now.
You're half cloud, half man."
Yeah, and Luffy also
Like
just like completely underutilized this transformation as well.
that's what I'm saying. I was thinking so much. It could be like I wish on a hit or something.
For
Like
real. I
it
wish
could have
this
been
hit this blow would land. Like, why didn't you do that
for
shit?
real. I wish you would go back or whatever.
Right.
Like it could have been so much more utilized than what he actually did with it.
I think that's why Emu wrapped this up so quick. Bro was ready to
Because
have a good time, and then he realized how like shit Luffy was with the power, and he was just disgusted.
yeah, that's probably what it was. He's like, you're not even using it correctly.
For real. Like
Because
the face he makes on the Jet Gatling panel, where he just fucking scowling at him.
yo,
He is disgusted.
like also when I saw Gum Gum like right below him when he was like looking like this, I thought he was saying it like he was being like Gum Gum. What the fuck is that?
He probably is questioning. He's like, "What the fuck is he talking about, Gum Gum?"
That's probably what he's gonna say. Imagine he's the one that reveals what his true fruit is. He's like, you're not even using it correctly, and he's like explaining it to him, expecting to kill him, but someone somehow comes in.
Yeah, like he's giving him the information, expecting that he's not gonna live to tell the tale or like do anything with it.
Yeah, he's gonna be
Yeah,
like, you don't even know the own true power of your fruit,
somebody's got to
and what's
step up.
this for real? I'm seeing a Robin step up because that would honestly draw his attention to her because I see that's the only real thing that like how he would get out of the situation is Robin like just pushes him off the sword before it affects him.
Yeah, I think either that or I'm pushing the Usopp agenda.
But at least a hit.
Yeah,
Like I'm not expecting him to hold his own against him, but at least a hit.
like Zoro's not
Or
there, Sanji's not there. Usopp, you gotta step in.
or honestly, Brooke
Yeah,
or Brooke step up. I
or yeah,
honestly see that because I mean he just did say Gunko couldst thou not break that ice? A man with an afro calling Gunko Princess Shuri. Could it be?
yeah. He recognizes his ass. People were questioning that. They're like, how the fuck does Emu remember Brook of all people? Right? He only sees like a few. He sees a few people a
For
fucking year.
real.
Like he sees the same people, and then occasionally gets out. He's definitely
Like,
gonna remember a dude from like
cause,
7 years ago.
cause that also that whole theory that he has like a kid mind, that he just like got fruit or whatever, that he just got like hella boosting. He's just in this permanent kid mind or whatever. Because imagine if that's what Luffy could have done or Joy Boy could have done. Like could have altered his brain to been like instead of this he's like serious or this kiddish.
Probably. And that's probably why he was viewed as like two separate things, like either a destroyer or a liberator.
Yeah.
I feel like it's also
Because
just like,
I see Emu having like maybe like a split personality.
yeah.
That like only when he's out that he's this serious, but when he's in the flower room, he's like a kid or whatever.
I think it was probably like a thing where he used to like have fun and be free with Joy Boy, and then some shit happened where he realized that he needed order. Like you couldn't just fuck around and do whatever you want. Like you need some sort of
Yeah.
structure. And then Joy Boy didn't agree. Which
Yeah.
also, something I also forgot to mention, fucking Joy Boy is just his name. Like unless
Yeah,
he's just using an
like
alias. Like that'd be like
I
Luffy
honestly
being
think
like, I'm
his
Straw
name
Hat.
yeah, I honestly think his name is Joy Boy.
Yeah.
So that's why I also kind of think that Joy Boy made it into Nika into like the fruit that it is
I don't know though,
because he
because
brought joy into it.
shouldn't Joy Boy have a D? That's the only hold up I'm having.
I mean, it could just be his first name.
Boy D Joy.
Just like it
Like,
could just be his first name, like Joy Boy D whatever.
yeah.
Because I mean, Luffy when Emu's like, "Oh, you're Joy Boy," and he's like, "No, I'm Luffy." He doesn't say, "I'm Monkey D. Luffy." He
Yeah.
says, "I'm Luffy. I'm gonna be king of the pirates."
I need to know, bro. Because like it should be his real name. Like I said, like Luffy wouldn't introduce himself as, "Oh, I'm Straw Hat." Like no, he would
Yeah,
just be like, "I'm Monkey D. Luffy" or "I'm Luffy." I feel like that's soft
because
confirmation, unless Oda's just really trying to hide his name for some reason.
unless Joy Boy was like smarter.
Yeah,
Because I mean, what we
probably.
know, he doesn't have a crew. It was him and Emmett. That's all we know
And well,
so far
Zunisha.
in Zunisha.
But yeah, no.
And also wasn't what are the giant sea monsters called?
The Sea Kings.
Yeah, the Sea Kings.
Yeah, I think they knew Joy Boy as well.
Because I don't know.
I'm thinking he probably had like the Poseidon of that time on his crew too, probably.
Yeah,
Whatever whoever Shirahoshi was at that time.
because I want like there's so much to unpack, but it's just like we need more information.
Yeah, no, it's the perfect cliffhanger for a break week
Honestly,
because you could just sit here and speculate endlessly of what the next chapter is going to be, and we won't know until it's fucking there.
like I see Oda. I honestly see him cutting to something else for a little while.
Yeah, that would be his move. Because when did he cut away an Egghead? I think it was like when the before the Luffy
For
and Lucci
what?
fight. Before like he cut away to like the Garp and Kobe shit in Egghead.
It was while they were.
So it was like right after they just got there. But I mean, Oda wouldn't repeat the same thing twice, so I feel like he could cut away whenever.
Yeah, I think that or it might like. I'm hoping just because we haven't seen Chopper in a while. I hope the next one it starts with Chopper.
It's if anything, he's got to be in the next chapter because I refuse to believe that Oda forgot that he put him at that site.
Honestly, they put him on the battlefield, and yet we have not seen him ever since Emu has showed up. Because it's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence.
Yeah, I could
Everything
definitely
with Oda
see,
is not a coincidence.
like you were saying, like maybe get like a solo thing, like the aftermath of like where he ended up, and
Yeah,
then we see where he goes from there. Give him his own little side quest.
I hope he like what we see is that once he reawakens or whatever, he sees Luffy or whatever giant or whatever, or what's that? No, the giant explosion thing like kind of wakes him up or kind of knocks him back to it. Like
Yeah,
when his arm goes down to it, and
yeah,
then he like tries to find his way over, and then when he like shows up, he sees Luffy get stabbed. So I also see that I could see Chopper coming in because, like I've been saying, his awakening could be healing
that's why I want to wait until everybody's down because I feel like it would be more impactful if like he was actually the last hope, like after everybody else has tried to do something.
for like Usopp and him, the last ones.
Yeah, or something like that, like him, Usopp, and Brook. Because Brook technically
Yeah.
shouldn't be able to like die. He would just be like down,
Yo, if
be out of the fight.
low key, I really hope this blade doesn't take away Devil Fruits.
Yeah,
Because if it strikes Brook, he's done.
the scary part.
Like,
It's literally in the title. Like I feel like it could be. It's gonna be something big. At least like temporarily, like takes away your shit. Yeah, that's the thing. He just pins him into the ground. Like, as long as the sword is in him, it's like almost like Sea Prism, where he can't use that shit. So he just keeps him pinned for like while he's monologuing.
Hmm.
Tell him why he's not Joy Boy.
It's like I'm honestly trying to think. I don't know.
But with that, is all of our thoughts on the latest chapter. Let us know what you guys thought about this one, what you think is going to be happening in the next chapter. We'll be back for another discussion before, during the break week, our last final thoughts after marinating on it, because there's a lot to dissect and kind of think about. But yeah, until the next one, peace.